The president this morning is also slamming critics in the U.S. who want to shut the door on Syrian refugees. He says growing anti-refugee rhetoric is offensive and a recruitment tool for ISIS. Nancy Cordes is on Capitol Hill with new efforts to halt the president's plan to resettle Syrians. Nancy, good morning.
Good morning. Late last night, Republicans introduced legislation that would place new restrictions on the administration as it processes these refugee applications. A vote on the bill could come as early as tomorrow, a sign of how seriously some are taking this now very controversial issue.
This is not about politics. This is about national security.
If they can't stop the flow of Syrian refugees, Republicans want more assurances that the screening is being done right. Their new bill would require the Department of Homeland Security to certify that each refugee is not a security threat and has undergone a background investigation. At a classified briefing for House members last night, the Homeland Security Secretary said that's already happening.
Syrian refugees, for the most part, the ones who we have admitted are women and children. They are the principal victims of the violence that is occurring in that part of the world.
He said only 2% of the 2,300 refugees accepted so far were single men of combat age. But Republicans argued it only takes a few to inflict mass destruction.
Remember, ISIS, in their own words, said we want to exploit the refugee process to infiltrate the West.
Michael McCall chairs the House Homeland Security Committee.
Are you worried about the message it sends if we close our doors to these refugees altogether?
Well, you know what I'm worried about is the Gulf states that are taking zero of these refugees.
30 governors feel the same way and say they'll try to keep refugees out of their states.
I cannot think of a more potent recruitment tool for ISIL than some of the rhetoric that's been coming out of here during the course of this debate.
At the APEC summit in the Philippines, President Obama defended his administration's refugee screening process and fired back at his Republican critics.
Apparently, they're scared of widows and orphans coming into the United States of America as part of our tradition of compassion.
Of course, as we saw this morning, women can be terrorists too. Republicans say they're only reflecting the views of their constituents, who they say are calling them here at the Capitol in large numbers, asking them to keep these refugees out. Nora?
Nancy, this is becoming a very partisan issue.
That's right, and I think part of it has to do with a lot of pent-up frustration here on Capitol Hill among Republicans who feel that the White House hasn't been aggressive enough in going after ISIS. They've been saying this for months, and now they fear that the White House won't be aggressive enough in screening these refugee applications either.
All right, Nancy, thank you so much.